And welcome to our daily show where we discuss the fourth stimulus check update, what's going on in the United States, Washington, D.C., money, investing, and the $3.5 trillion stimulus package. How's the weather? Let us know how you're doing down below in the comments. Let's jump right in and let you guys know what is going on with our country. There's actually multiple different here circulating. Did you know that? Yeah, the mu variant, the Delta variant, and the Lambda variant. Yeah. Here's a breakdown of the different variants and what we know so far and what could be coming here in the future. As cases of the Delta variants continue to raise concerns across the US, which is over 98% of all cases in the United States, and new variants reaches a warning level for the World Health Organizations, many are wondering what variants are out there and which should we be concerned about. According to the CDC, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, variants of this were expected. Quote, constantly change through mutation, and new variants of are expected to concern, the CDC website reads. Sometimes new variants emerge and disappear. Other times, new variants persist. Numerous variants of that cause this are being tracked in the United States and globally during this. Some variants seem to spread more easily and quickly than others, according to the CDC, which may lead to more cases of this. Quote, we will probably have a variant of what we call a variant of interest identified every few weeks. Wow, that's crazy. Says Chicago Department of Public Health Commissioner Dr. Allison Arwidrui said Tuesday, like that's how this works. It's crazy. A variant of concern is one in which there's evidence of an increase in transmissibility, more severe increased hospitalizations or deaths, or significant reduction in neutralization by antibodies generated during previous infection or reduced effectiveness of treatments. In the US and around the globe, there are currently 4 variants labeled variants of concern by the CDC and the World Health Organization. Those are the Alpha variant, also known as the B.1.1.7. The Alpha variant was the first identified in the United Kingdom and quickly spread to the most prevalent verified variant in the US before the Delta variant took hold. The Alpha variants spread much faster than the other variants and may potentially cause more people to get sicker and to die, according to the CDC. The Beta variant, also known as the B.1.3.1.5, was first identified in South Africa. The Beta variant may spread faster than other variants, but currently data has shown no sign the variant causes more severe illness or death than other variants, according to the CDC. The Gamma variant, also known as the P1, was first identified in Japan and Brazil. And the Delta variant, which accounts for over 98% of cases in the United States, was first identified in India and is now responsible for most cases in the US. The Delta variant spreads much faster than other variants and may cause more severe cases than other variants, according to the CDC. The Delta speed and high transmissibility makes it able to pick off the more vulnerable more efficiently than other previous variants, says Dr. Mike Ryan, Executive Director of the World Health Organization Health Emergencies Program. There's also been some discussions about a so-called Delta Plus variant that classifies it's a subtype of the Delta variant known as AY1. 3 subtypes have been labeled AY1, so there's also subtypes of the Delta Plus variant. There's also 2 other strains that are causing concern. The Mu variant, as you can see here, a new variant called the Mu variant that might be able to evade from has been detected in almost every US state so far. The Mu variant. Yeah. There's also the deadly Lambda variant, which could be neutralizing vaccines. Yeah. And a lot of these different variants are why some experts say that this could actually become endemic. And what that means is that this could be around to stay, kind of like the flu or the common cold, and that it might not ever really go away. It might be around to stay in some form for a long, long time. Which is why the Biden administration just unveiled $65 billion to combat the next after. Well, really, it's really, in my opinion, just to address $65 billion to just address this ongoing because it's really might not ever end. It proposes $15 billion to $20 billion to jumpstart the administration's effect. The fund would be to go to new mission control office that closely is overseen by Congress. Yeah, to address different parts of the public health systems. Yeah, because really, cases are not getting better. We're over 150,000 people are testing positive on a daily basis on average. And a lot of this is why a lot of people in Congress, a lot of average everyday people, even President Biden recently just said that we need to pass this next stimulus package, this next infrastructure package. It needs to be passed like now. People need relief right now. And everybody needs help. The economy needs help. We only created 235,000 jobs for the entire month of August for the entire country. Yeah, and that's why a fourth stimulus check is needed on top of lots and lots of help for the entire country. Lots and lots of help for the entire country. Our entire economy is struggling, totally struggling. There is some glimmer of hopes in some private companies like Walmart. Walmart is hiking hourly pay by $1 an hour or more for over 550,000 workers ahead of the holidays. So over 550,000 workers are going to be getting raises. Walmart is also hiring over 20,000 more workers ahead of the holidays, which is two different articles, but that's actually from a couple of days ago. And they're going to be raising pay for over 500,000 workers. Amazon just announced they're going to be hiring more than 40,000 more workers as well. And President Biden is really just dying for Congress to pass this next stimulus package. His approval rating since at the Afghanistan crisis has just really plummeted to his lowest point ever. President Biden would really just love for them to pass this next stimulus package and probably love for them to include another stimulus check. President Biden has said in the past that he would be open to a fourth stimulus check for everybody, or well, I shouldn't say for everybody that would qualify for the third stimulus check. Maybe they would lower the income qualifications a little bit from the third stimulus check, but he would be open to a fourth stimulus check. He needs Congress to put it in there, or I don't know, maybe he would do it through executive order if he got really, really desperate. But putting it in the third stimulus check package would be the easiest thing to do, and it would surely raise his approval rating, with it now being at an all-time low since he's been in August, since the Afghanistan crisis. And remember, it's the Democrats that want the fourth stimulus check in there, and it's the Democrats that over 80 of them support a fourth stimulus check in there, in addition to all the other things that they want to put in this next stimulus package, which is all the things on this list. The extension of the child tax credits, those monthly checks of $250 to $300 per month, which is $3,000 to $3,600 total. Remember, those end at the end of this year. 2 years of free community college, a potential $25,000 home buyer credit, adult tax credits, which could be similar to the monthly checks for children, but this time for low-income adults making up to $50,000 a year. Internet assistance, utility assistance, debt forgiveness, Medicare expansion to include hearing, dental, vision, and hearing aids, free preschool, lower taxes for people making under $400,000, raising taxes on people making over $400,000 to pay for this, and raising taxes on corporations. So everything you can see here is everything they want to include in this next stimulus package. And President Biden is just dying for them to pass it because the economy is on its last legs with the August jobs report that just came out, which is terrible. Unemployment bonuses just ended. Extension of unemployment just ended. The eviction moratorium just got canceled. Cases are near an all-time high. What else could happen? Yeah, it's safe to say that it's a pretty crazy world out there right now. So thanks, guys, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Are being tracked in the United States and globally during this pandemic. Some variants seem to spread more easily and quickly than others.